All right, here's our last video for the chapter. Looking at the equation, we can tell we have to get that 64 to the other side first. So we can go ahead and do our work off on the side. 16y squared minus 4x squared equals a negative 64. And then we notice that this equation does not equal 1 like we need it to, so we divide everything by that negative 64. All right, 16 over negative 64 is 1 over negative 4, but I'm going to transfer the negative to the top. This will be a negative y squared over 4, plus, because we have the negative divided by the negative, and 4 over 64 reduces to 1 over 16, so x squared over 16 equals 1. And then here's that example again where we have that negative y squared, so we want that to be second, and we don't want a plus right there, we need it to be subtraction for the hyperboles. So we have x squared over 16 positive, because it was positive, minus y squared over 4 equals 1. All right, now that we have our equation set up in standard form, we can identify our a and our b. So a squared equals 16, b squared equals 4. Go ahead and square root both sides. A is equal to 4 and b is equal to 2. We're going to use the 4 and the 2 to find our foci over here. That's our equation, c squared equals a squared plus b squared. So our a is a 4, square it and you get a 16. B is a 2, square it and you get a 4. So c squared is equal to 20. Square root both sides, and c is equal to the square root of 20. We can go ahead and break that down with a 4 and a 5. And so our foci, we know the c value is equal to 2 root 5. And we do want to keep in mind that when your equation starts out with the x squared, that means that your foci has the c value first, plus or minus c comma 0. So when we identify the foci, it's plus or minus 2 root 5 comma 0. So there's the first thing we needed. Now we're ready to do our graphing. So I mentioned that this is an x squared. When it's an x squared, that means that your parabola will open to the right and to the left. Not your parabola, I keep calling it the wrong thing, your hyperbola. Remember your a's, think about the a's being the one that connects the two. Your b is going to be the other one, so a is 4. We're going to start with that, and we're going to go to the right 4, plot a point, to the left 4, plot a point. Your b is 2, so go up 2 and down 2. And then we're going to draw that rectangle. Then we draw our diagonal lines. Preferably with some sort of straight edge. All right, so our hyperbola has the vertices right here because this is going to open to the right and to the left. So remember, it just kind of hugs that line, goes there, hugs the line on the other side, and then hugs the line, just like that.